Hello, you amazing people. Welcome back to RXMemes. Today's video is going to be a subreddit I've never done on this channel before, and that is r/idontworkherelady. So I think it's going to be really funny, and for those of you who don't want to listen to the long intro, as always, you can skip ahead to the time that is on the screen right now. If you choose not to skip ahead, do not blame me. Just don't. You don't have a reason to. So today's comments that I'm going to feature are not really going to be answering from the last video, because the last video I asked what are some questions that you think I should ask. So it wouldn't really make sense to feature all those questions. Some of your comments are just hilarious and I love to laugh, so I'm going to feature some of those, and those are on the screen right now. Today's question of the day is: have you ever won anything on Roll Up the Rim or McDonald's Monopoly or any of those fast food prize things? Because I swear, I'm in Canada, everyone. Hello, hi. And I have drank probably a coffee a day since Roll Up the Rim started, at least, sometimes 2 coffees. And I have only ever won the invitation to play again. And I know it says 1 in 6 win, but I swear I've had 5 out of 6 cups every single time. Have you ever won anything? Let me know. I want to know. And let's get into the video. Give me a free food or you're fired. Posted by user/Mystic Imagines. So this is a mix of 1, first story, 2, typing on phone, and 2, I'm writing this with a wrist brace, so please excuse all my typos. Sorry for a semi-long story ahead. So this story happened to me in my junior year of high school. For some backstory, I used to work in the summer at my local McDonald's, where I used to mostly work either the drive-thru window or front counter. To describe myself, I'm short and a bit stocky for my age, usually mistaken for either younger for my age or, because of my certain assets, a bit older, depending on the person. I no longer worked at the McDonald's because of my entitled manager. A story for another time, but thankfully she wasn't there when this incident happened. Now for the mayhem. Seeing as this was the only McDonald's in the area, and during the time when their meals were $6 max for their meals, it was the place I usually went to eat. Now on this day, I could tell the restaurant was short-staffed today, as they had a bit of a line in the drive-thru and inside, but I was hungry and wanted my McDouble. At this particular moment, I was second in line for a register, behind her. Now I can tell she was annoyed. I mean, we all were, because we all want our food and to go on with our dates, but she should have handled things differently. Madam Prick is MP, actual employee is AP, manager is M, and me? Well, me. Why is this taking so long? I have places to be. Me not wanting to be awkward. It seems they're short-staffed today. Big mistake. MP turns to me, and I'm guessing she recognized me as she said, "You work here? Take my order then." Me, taken aback by this. "Oh, I don't work here, ma'am." "Of course you do. You took my order the other day." I had quit the week before without a 2 weeks notice. "I may have, ma'am, but I don't work here anymore." "You're just lying so you don't have to work. Take my order, and you know what? I want a discount too because of how long I've had to wait." She's waited 5 minutes. Now, I was taken back on this woman's attitude. She was about a half a foot taller than me and had a "let me speak to your manager" haircut. Let's just say I was ticked off. I have a short temper that gets me mad if you hit the right buttons, and let's just say she was button mashing to the extreme. "Listen, lady, I don't work here anymore, so get it through your thick skull and either go eat somewhere else or shut up and wait." MP looked taken aback at this before an ugly scowl took over her face, which looked like a rotten tomato in my opinion. "How dare you? I'm gonna get you fired for this." "Go ahead, fire me from a place I don't work at." Now at this time, one of my past coworkers, or AP, comes to the register. I go to school with him and he's in my main friend group. So when he sees my angry smile on my face, he knows something is wrong. "Is there something wrong here?" MP turns to him with her red face, and I look to AP with the "good luck, bud" look of pity. "I will have you know, I've waited here for 15 minutes, and when I tell your fucking slut of a coworker to get off her ass and get back to work, she assaulted me. I want to speak to your manager, my food free, and this girl fired." AP, the line, and I all look at her gobsmacked at this, as that clearly hasn't happened. "Ma'am, she doesn't work here. I can take your order now, however." Hell yes, she works here. You're just covering for her. I want my free food and your manager. Just our luck. The manager on duty was the manager I got along best with and had heard the commotion and came to see what's wrong. I heard yelling. What seems to be the matter? MP tells the same story she gave to AP, and I looked to M with wide eyes and mouthed, "This chick's psycho." M got a tight-lipped smile as she then proceeded to burn MP. "Ma'am, this lady is one of the nicest girls I know. She resigned from this establishment a week prior and is a normal customer just like yourself. Now, if you are going to continue with causing a scene and making yourself look bad, I will have to ask you to leave, and if you refuse, I will not hesitate to call the authorities, as you would be seen as a trespassing in top of your false claims of assault. Shall I continue?" MP just stared at him, flabbergasted, before her face turned an even more vibrant pink than before. She muttered something of, "I'll make sure to call your corporate about this," and stormed out. It was just in time too, as more employees came in, as I assumed M called in more people. I got my food and a free pumpkin pie along with a story to tell when I got home. Thankfully, I never saw that woman at McDonald's again, just at Burger King where she glared at me. But I returned it with a smile and wave. I was indeed loving it. Apparently, I am now a waitress at a fast food restaurant, posted by user/Danny Black. So this happened to me today while I was shopping at the Mart of Walls. There's a small fast food restaurant inside, not the famous Golden Arches, but a fast food place that sells more local plate lunches. Anyway, I just grabbed a bag full of snacks and energy drinks to last me the week and decided to stop there for a late lunch dinner. I order my food and sit down at one of the tables close to the counter since I'm not planning on staying. There's a lady sitting to my right. Not even 1 minute later, I hear her talking. I hear her saying, "Waller!" I know, I didn't really understand what she was saying, nor did I realize she was talking to me. Her accent was kind of thick, but she kept raising her voice. After she said it a few more times, I shift towards her and met her gaze. She was repeating that same phrase over and over again. Now, I'm pretty shy and today was a tiring day at work, so I was barely paying attention to her, and awkwardly kept saying sorry and waving my hand no just in case she was trying to speak to me. I tried to ignore her until my food was ready. They called my number pretty fast, and I couldn't wait to get out of there. As I was walking to the exit, I had to pass her and realized what she wanted from me. She was now angrily shaking an empty cup at me. She wanted me to refill her water. This lady did not look disabled, nor did she look old. I mean, I saw her take her plate and walk to her table. I'm not even sure why she asked me other than the fact that technically I was the closest to her. Although, if she was disabled in any way, the counter where the cashiers were standing was legit 6 feet away from us. I still don't understand why she kept on asking me, even though I didn't understand and was ignoring her most of the time. I swear, before I could file past her, she shoots her arm out with the empty cup and blocks my walking path. Maybe if she would have asked nicely, I would have helped. But she was now aggressively pushing her cup at me, and it's getting obvious that she isn't happy with me. Please note, at this time I had my wallet, phone, and grocery bag in one hand, with the other carrying my bag of food and drink. Now I'm just standing there, hands full. She's almost shouting water at me, and I feel my anxiety starting to bubble up. I don't say anything cool, nor does any cashier step in. I just avoid her gaze and sidestep her arm. I can hear a loud, exaggerated sigh, and I speed walk out of there. I'm still confused. Why did she insist on me getting her water? Alright everybody, that's it for today's video. That last story made me laugh kind of because it doesn't really have an ending. And I relate so hard with clamming up and not knowing what to do when things get awkward. Sorry. Also, I'm Canadian, so I naturally apologize as a reaction to almost everything. So I hope that you liked today's video. If you did, I would love for you to subscribe. And once we hit, I don't know, should it be 4,000? But 4,000 is a weird number. I want to say 5,000, but is that being greedy? I want to say once we hit 4,000 or 5,000, I'll do another hour special, maybe even make it an hour and a half. If you know anyone that works in fast food that could relate to these stories, I would love for you to share this video with them. I think that would be awesome. And I will see you all tomorrow. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my handle is in the description. I post every single time I upload a video, so you can be one of the first to see it, if that's something that interests you. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Bye!